Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wasteland 3, where today, with any luck, we are going to hear our final lines of Payaso dialogue. So, obviously, we ought to spend Skelly's level up before we go in there. Also, I suppose we have some healing to do. So where is she at with perks? What are we angling toward? I mean, we could take Heating Element and then just give her a flamethrower, even though she's not going to be particularly great with it, and just rely on the huge fire damage bonuses that she has right now for this fight. Honestly, I don't hate it. All of the fire weapons we have now are on big guns, right? She has no points of big guns. Do we have any flamethrowers where like a single point of big guns would even matter? I don't think so. No, all the ones we have are at least 3. So I'm not gonna bother. We're still looking for like that weird science fire weapon, right? That's apparently it's become our holy grail. What do we want to give her instead? I mean, we do have a lot of weapon mods that she cannot yet apply, and she is the person who does that thing for us. Maybe we just pick up another point of weapon modding. And then I'm gonna do it. We're going to speed cap her. She's gonna be so fast, and then we're gonna give her a flamethrower to go with her being so fast. We have 1 ferret left, I believe. Where's my stack of ferrets? Here we go. Yeah, so we could probably just replace this with the flamethrower. And we don't have any kind of like special type. No, it's just these things. This is a flamethrower that instead shoots super cooled chemical vapors with a very high chance to apply frozen. So I guess if she's gonna use a thing she's unable to actually equip properly, it may as well be the good one. How much flamethrower fuel do we have? Oh, we have a ton. Yeah, she's got a lot of fire damage bonuses at this point. It should be fairly compelling. And then do I want to like pass her a Molotov cocktail too? She sure does fire damage real good. And frankly, these shrink grenades are not amazing. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's lean into the gimmick. Okay, we got some healing to do. How much garbage food do we have? Okay, all of this stuff. We can max Jim out on this. Just eat bad food for a minute here. And then we can probably push Quan up quite a bit as well. Trying to save my medical supplies. Listen, I like a Snickers bar in real life. If you bite into a Snickers bar and it sounds like that, you should, first of all, stop eating it immediately, and secondly, pursue a refund. Alright, so we have 4 pieces of full heal food, which I would rather save for a situation that's a little bit more dire. I mean, I'm assuming that the heal from these is instant, right? Because it doesn't say that it takes place over time, and other food heals instantly. And then I guess we'll just have, Ringer medic pack through these other ones. Yeah, 1 first aid. This is the lowest tier healing item, it looks like. Aside from the med hypos, which obviously we want to save up for people. Alright, do we want to mess with anybody else's gear? I guess I haven't really looked at all of our weapons and stuff in a minute. This is probably going to be a fairly difficult fight. Okay, we know your stuff is pretty modern. We have not picked up a lot of new handguns. Lucia's revolver is less good than yours, and this laser pistol is cool, but still less good than yours, and also has a damage penalty against humans, because, you know, humans aren't vulnerable to lasers. That's not how the apocalypse works. 31 to 44 damage. Is this the shotgun? 27 to 38. Wait a minute. Why is it showing a different damage value for Jim? Oh, he probably has, he has different attributes than she does, right? Yeah. So he's got this 35% range damage bonus. That's why. Okay. He does not have a huge amount of small arms, but he's got enough to use this thing. Ringer doesn't, right? Ringer, we stopped Ringer on 3 small arms? No, 2, in fact. Because he's been very punchy. So he is just going to have to keep using a terrible shotgun. It's a shame. Listen, nobody's happy about the shotgun situation. Nobody's happy about the situation you have to put yourself through right now, man. Alright, but he's got his jawbreakers, which are fine. You, I'm pretty sure, have our most up-to-date machine gun. I mean, there's this one, but obviously energy damage against non-robots is not 100% ideal. And she's got enough penetration that we don't need the extra penetration from non-ballistic damage. Quan is... Right, Quan's rocking that thing. I think we're all pretty up-to-date. She's got her frostbite, which is amazing. Yeah, okay. I think we're as ready as we're getting. I did swap the slicer dicer into Brass's active equipment, and maybe we're gonna throw a drone in here. It looks like it could be a little bit of a climactic style battle here, so it might be to our best. Might be in our best interest to do something big, right? Bastard, Fuego, Trickster, Fuego. Yeah, there's a lot of dudes in here, and a lot of hot pigs. Okay, I do not like that oil tank there. How far away does this guy stop? Okay. And interacting with the hot hogs doesn't do anything, right? Let's get Ringer in here, and I'm pretty sure that this does not help us at all. It sure would be nice if we could, like, interact with them in any way, though. Yeah, we don't really get an option. Okay. Let's place for this. It is time to do the thing. Oh, wait. Okay. So this may well be where we want to use our last rocket. Obviously, we would want to use it for the nuke strike. If we are, in fact, operating on a single remaining rocket, we want to make it a... want to get maximum value out of it. So I guess Brass should probably move over a little bit so Jim can kind of be in the middle. And then... reload. Did I get... I don't think I got that shot off. But I did get to reload the gun. I remembered that the gun was going to be a problem at the last moment there. Okay, so... Quan's not going to be able to stop most of this. What he can do is throw down smoke for everybody. Or I could just shoot this guy twice and probably kill him. Let's go big on the damage. Ah, man. 43% hit chance. So it's going to be 12 shots at 43 versus 6 shots at 80. I was hoping we would just roll high enough, you know? Is it better to finish him? I mean, pretty much everybody's in cover. I think Jim didn't actually crouch down. See, like, Ringer is obviously taking advantage of the thing in front of him. I'm not sure that these two are doing it. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot him, because it is, you know, the SMG guys, they have some damage. Kind of hoping we'd get a lucky action there. Okay. So all the pigs get lit, and then the bad stuff happens. Deploy saw pup. I don't care for that. Also don't care for this. I guess they have to actually run somebody over to light that pig for it to be a problem. Friendly turn. Friendly! This is what the word friendly means. Where the people who designed this video game are from. Okay. Well, Skelly, I do believe that your time has come. We probably want to... It takes 4 AP to fire this. Well, we can certainly give her a little bit of room to work. Okay. So if I move up to here... How is this a 5% chance to hit those guys? Like, I get that their cover sort of like... the cover systems in this game do not function in a way that makes any goddamn sense based on lines of sight or anything. So basically just always really low chance to hit with the flamethrower. We knew that was going to be an issue. And you don't have any skills that are relevant to the use of this flamethrower. You do have Molotovs. What's the AP cost of a Molotov? 4? Alright, and then do we want to... Am I allowed to interact with the pig in combat? No, I am not. Okay. I figured maybe this would be a chance for us to do a thing. I don't know that I want to move. I think I want to just do this. Alright, Brass is definitely going to apply the old nuke strike. Over here, I think getting the bastards is more important than hitting all these people who are on fire already. Okay, apparently over here there's a guy who's called the Great Gurn. I mean, there is a bastard on this side. Can I get this pig with the edge of it? I can. Okay, we'll do that. That was our last rocket for the moment. Okay, that bastard is impossible to hit, despite the fact that all of his cover was just exploded. Alright, so the Saw Pup has more health than I would like. And this is going to do less damage against a robot. I mean, obviously what I want to do is kill Go-Go. Maybe the right move here is something like this. Can I get both of them and also the barrel? No, I cannot. Well, maybe we don't worry so much about Go-Go, we just try to burn through the rest of them. Like, how much damage can he do by himself? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Ringer's turn first. We're just going to punch the hell out of Go-Go and see if we can proc a stun. That'll make our decision-making a lot easier. Man has a lot of health. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Let's have Quan... I mean, what we really need Quan to do is kill this guy, which we cannot realistically do. We can move up quite a bit, but it's not actually going to help. I'm going to have Quan pop this, I think. Oh, wasn't expecting that to hit Ringer. That's pretty not ideal. I mean, we could do a lot of damage to that guy. I think I'm just gonna leave Quan out in the open. Maybe this is like... maybe this is not ideal. Alright, so that guy will burn to death at the end of his turn. He will get his turn, unfortunately, but just the one. And then this thing has exactly enough armor to make it good against the shotgun, because of course it does. Can we... Man, the cone is really narrow. She has 11 AP. We could afford to step to here, fire it, and then fire it twice and then still step back into the... Actually, fire it 3 times and then still step back into cover. So I think that's what we're going to do, and we're going to open with a Torrent Strike.
Ooh, that must have hurt.
Wow. That was very effective. Okay, pretty good, actually. So you know what? Let's not give this guy his turn. Lucia does some damage. She has some skill. Alright, I'm just gonna... Does it help to put one into his arms? Maybe. We're certainly not going to be able to kill him, so a disabling play would seem to make sense here. We could attempt to crash his armor. Actually, it's guaranteed to crash his armor. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that then. This is gonna hurt. The good news is they're really grouping up tightly. The bad news is a lot of other things. Most other things that are happening right now. Alright. 19 armor is doing some good work, but we are definitely still taking damage. Okay, that was a dramatic explosion. You know, he's trying. You gotta give him that. Hopefully the pig will be able to get some pretty big hits here, given that that guy's got no armor left. Okay, that was not too bad, actually. Okay, so... How much medicine do we need to apply immediately? I think I'm definitely gonna med hypo with you. And then now that this guy's got no armor, I think we just keep punching the hell out of him. You know what? Let's let Lucia have him, because he is very vulnerable to her right now. He has made a huge error in stepping out this far. That said, he is just impossible to hit with bullets, apparently. 46%. She's so accurate. Her hit chance is so high. How is this the case? Fortunately, we don't need to hit with very many of these, but it would be really cool if we could hit with some of them. Alright, well, that definitely tells us the ringer needs to keep working. Quan's got a better shot. And he's about to open up Torrent Strike. Actually, I like this a lot. Do some damage, get Torrent Strike, and then Torrent Strike these guys. Yeah, Torrent Strike is bananas. It's borderline unfair, the degree to which it is bananas. I do not think that it is necessary for us to throw our drone out. Let's just go ahead and keep shooting people. How about that? So 20% on this bastard, but we only have to get him for 43 damage. The odds are not really in our favor. Skelly should probably be kind of careful about shooting her teammates with the flamethrower at this point. It's a shame. She does so much damage, if only she can ever hit. Well, I guess reload and try again? Okay, I'll take it. That guy was behind cover and was going to be a huge pain for everybody else to kill. And now Jim's got this. 14 armor is tough. Well, we could use our own demoralize, but I don't know that we need to anymore. I think the battle's largely under control. There's still a bastard over there, but that guy's too far out for us to really benefit from this. I think we might just shoot him a couple of times. It's not going to be a huge amount of damage, but I think this is the most useful thing Jim could be doing. And, you know, maybe he'll get some crits. Jim's okay at crits. Alright, so I think Ringer is, in fact, just gonna throw punches. Alright, and now we are all out of time. Here comes the surprise. Oh. Anticlimax. So... Brass? Can you clean him up? You cannot. You actually have 3 AP. You can do this. Well, he'll probably burn to death at the end of his turn, but... I didn't really want him to get another turn, obviously. I mean, I think Ringer will be fine.
So, this is how...
And now everybody's gonna go down because of the pair of flamethrower attacks. We're pretty much reliant on Lucia to take out the other bastard, but honestly, I think that's a thing that can totally happen. Med hypos for sure. You are also definitely on med hypo. Okay, I'm a little worried about our pig. Okay, so this guy has stepped out into a position where Lucius should be able to just take his fool head off. Let's see a couple of crits or something here. Yeah, that'll do. God, this pistol. Would I be better off just shooting you with this? You have basically no armor. Wow! Wow, she splattered that dude. Is Jim not gonna get up on his own? Okay, there we go. It just took a second. For some reason, Quan got up right away. Jim was sleepy. Jim's also on fire. So I mean, at this point, yeah, I was gonna say, if somebody goes down again, they just take another injury, right? Like, there's no... I think that's probably fine. I think we're done. I sure fucking hope we're done. I am super done fighting clowns. Alright, what's up, dude? You have combat speed down, evasion down. If we were to get into combat right now, Quan would be a serious risk to immediately go out. But at the same time, supplies, etc. I'm gonna try not to spend any medical supplies we don't have to spend. So Ditzelgogo's safe key. His letter, written in precise block letters on a scrap of ancient stained notebook paper. And a picture of a clown. Hey, what a surprise. A black and white picture of an ordinary-looking man standing in front of a partially obscured sign. The visible letters read, Howdy Do. On the back of the photo is scrawled, I did it! I figured out who Clarabelle is! This might be a reference that I'm not getting. Alright, hypos, definitely welcome. Yeah, any kind of medical supplies, obviously very welcome. Nope, just junk. Some of it's valuable junk, though. Alright, a little bit of ammunition and stuff. We've gone through a lot of combat supplies over the last couple of episodes. Healing stuff and ammo, and we really need a break from having to fight so much. So let's see, you got one of those classic Payaso balloons there. What do we... I wish that when it made a you just became aware of a thing noise, it would also give you an indicator if it's not on screen. Like, just draw the eye at the edge of the screen that is close to the thing that I detected. Because I don't know what it's trying to tell me that I just saw, but it's probably important, right? So you got a bunch of Christmas lights and stuff up here. Also, an ammo box with exactly 9 bullets in it. Things were not going so well for the Payasos, supplies-wise. Whole bunch of poison antidote. Yeah, I don't know what it was that... It's making the awareness noise. And if there's anything around here to see, you gotta imagine Quan would see it, but I don't know what it's responding to right now. A statue of Jesus has been adorned with clown garments and makeup. There's some fruit there that's hanging so low that I am unwilling to touch it. This fruit is filthy. Yeah, I don't know what it was responding to. It seems to be making the noise around here, but we're not actually getting anything on the interacto vision. I don't know. I guess let's go upstairs. So this door is just openable, huh? It looks like the room beyond is quite small. We can see a back wall. Really? You're going to make me walk all the way in there before you give me any vision? That makes me nervous. Oh, no, nothing. Storage unit 107 key. Did we have we opened 107 already? I think we have. I think we opened all of them. We got some decoys. That seems like a really useful thing. Another vehicle quote-unquote upgrade. A better quality of heavy machine gun. That'll be nice. Ammo and money and some... Yeah, we gotta mod up our weapons. I'm definitely going to just spend some time in the interface, stripping weapons and upgrading stuff. Still becoming aware of whatever it is that we're becoming aware of. Yeah, it's definitely like something in this area. I don't know... Like I said, it seems like there's some bugs in this game. It has a couple. Alright, 107. Let's get out here. So... 108, 109... Would this be 107 then? This camera thing could go a little faster. Boy, what the... That's 100, okay. That's 108. That's 109, so you would think that 107 would be on the wall there. This is 103. These are not arranged in a way that makes any kind of sense. There isn't another one on this wall. Is 107 maybe... 107 is where the provost was. Well, I guess, that being the case, we've kind of looted this whole place out. We've done all the things that can be done here. Is there anything on this map that we haven't really... Yes, we didn't really go down this hallway. Well, I guess that's to do. I really don't want to spend our medical supplies. What I want to do is go back to base and refill there. So I'm going to not do anything just yet. We're going to hope that we can advance here without running into anything else hostile. Quan's real sneaky. He'll know ahead of time. He will know before they do. If we encounter, you know, some waste wormlings or something. There's nothing else around here to interact with. I mean, this thing by itself I can't imagine is a big deal, but I also would guess it's not by itself. We can certainly see at least one more. Alright, everybody get down here. Let's spend some level ups and then clear some things out. Ringer, my dude. Do you want more punching power? Combo maximum increased to 10 from I don't know what. We know we can put up at least 5. I cannot imagine a situation where we're going to put 10 combo points up on something. Right, stuff dies too quickly. Critical chance increase from deadly combo. Yo, flurry of blows seems amazing. We might want to just push brawling super hard with him. I kind of think that's where we're at. I'm pretty sure we have a book for the 10th point, so we just need to, you know, get to here. Just spend 12 more skill points on it is all. So then right now, for the moment, you'll take, like... I mean, small arms, the small arms thing isn't bad. Using healing items boosts the target's max con. That could be okay. You know, I'm going to pick up emergency response. To be perfectly honest with you, I think a lot of the time, we're just going to use that to run up to enemies and punch them. But in a situation where they most need to be punched. This is 30 con. Plus some additional throwing range. He could really throw a grenade at somebody, if only he ever had grenades equipped. I suppose we could equip some grenades. Alright. Shotgun attacks get bonus damage for each enemy hit by the same shot. Seems great. Do we have... We do have the points to get you to 9 small arms. Can I get you to 10? Do we have a book for that? We definitely have a lot of books. We have an automatic weapons book. Mechanics, sneaky, kiss-ass, brawling, and explosives. No small arms book. That said, I mean, this doesn't seem that great. This doesn't seem like the thing that we... Like a thing that we need desperately. I think we're going to grab Devastation. It seems pretty good. And then we are, in fact, going to push her small guns up. I mean, I want to push Survival too, but I think that just capping out her small arms is going to make her absolutely terrifying. She's already pretty terrifying. So do we want to give her more awareness just for the ranged damage bonus? I mean, I like giving her more AP, especially if she's going to be using weapons that have low AP costs. Extra actions on Lucia are maybe more effective than extra actions on anyone else. So we could push hard for this. We have her at an even amount of intelligence. She doesn't really need anything else. I suppose there's a bonus point of penetration on this level of luck, but I don't know that it matters that much for her. Well, it'll matter with the shotgun. I guess let's give her a point of luck since it will give 1 extra penetration. May as well pass that threshold. Alright, and then this thing doesn't seem all that tough. I'm going to try to get through this without healing. And try to save some medical supplies. It has 5 armor and not that much AP, or not that much HP. So we're just going to try shooting it to pieces really fast. Probably this will be no problem, and then we'll see if the other ones come in. I mean, the big worm seemed to be locked in place, right? I'm hoping that'll be true for these ones as well. Ooh, wow. Really horrible shooting. Observed hit rate of like 20%. Oh, sorry, don't use your flamethrower for this, probably. I'm actually really curious if we're going to get any other enemies here. Because if it's just waste worms, then they shouldn't be able to come over here. I guess we didn't see the other waste worm have to try to move, did we? I guess set up some ambushes and we'll just see what comes. Brass can't really do stuff. But what do I want to have Brass do? Juan is locked. I'd like Brass to actually be in the cover. I guess I've left myself no option there. Yeah, Lucia definitely moves forward. Okay, so yeah, they can do a burrowing movement. And I guess we're gonna get some use out of that big pile of antidote that we found, huh? What is that? What just happened to Brass? Brass got some kind of combat buff there. Well... we just run up and start throwing punches, I guess. Oh, they're both in the same space. That's probably not how that's supposed to work. I guess let's do a Thundering Strike. We've never actually seen this in action. Okay, so it applied 2 stun to both of them, I think? Yeah. This is weird. I mean, you're definitely not supposed to have 2 things in the same space. It's been a minute since Jim's actually gotten to kill something. Let's see if we can hand him a kill. Nope. Under no circumstances will Jim get a kill. It just cannot happen. Try to save some energy cells here since they are so very effective.
Fading.
You know what? I'm just gonna hypo and let it wear off. Oh, it reduces your healing. Never mind. Never mind. Should read tooltip first. Well, take yourself an antidote. We certainly have enough of them. Okay, just a bunch of junk, and I'm assuming animal junk. Oh, actually, a dragon ornament for our vehicle. I like that. Dragon, dragon, great is your heart, massive your body, but you are not smart. Wasteworm teeth. Okay. I like a hood ornament. Do we have a hood ornament right now? I think we do. What am I doing? I should be moving just Quan for the moment. Did we get all the interactables in here? Looks like. Provost still has free reign of the place. Alright. It's a completely faded photograph. Just a bunch of garbage loot, really. And then lockpicking 8. Does Jim have 8? He does. Frank E. Steen. So this is like, we are now finding a back way into the bazaar. It was just a little bit more of a trek than I thought it was going to be. Hey there, fella.
Whoa, stop! Where the fuck did you come from? You can't come in here.
He is armed. Well, we have an entrance pass.
Alright, so you do. But I didn't see you go in. What the hell were you doing in the Warrens, man?
Just so much murder. Such a huge amount of murder. I was fighting a bunch of lunatics dressed up as clowns. So here's the question. Do we think the people of the bazaar like or dislike the payasos? I have to imagine everyone dislikes the payasos. I'm going to say this thing. I think it will make us heroes. If not, we'll kill this guy.
Did you just say clowns? Fuck. So I'm not going insane. That's good. We've been hearing laughter and giggling coming from the Warrens, and people keep disappearing. Our boss Flab's gonna want to hear about this. You guys can find him upstairs.
Okay, see? Just like I thought.
Head upstairs and talk to Flab. He'll make it worth your while.
There's no universe where anybody ever wants there to be a payaso around. I can't imagine. Alright, is there anything in here to loot? And now we're just like in the bazaar proper, I guess. Here's all your pigs. Here's some kind of electronics shop, or I guess this is where the DJ lives.
Hey, welcome to the house of DJ R.I.P. I take it you're here for the giveaway contest.
Yes.
All right. We're live in 3, 2, all right, everybody! It's time for another round of DJ R.I.P.'s Believe It or Not. We have some new faces for you today. Hey, introduce yourselves to our audience.
I might have miscalculated here. I thought he was just going to give me something. We're the Rangers, and we do want to be famous in this area, right? We want to be well known and respected.
The Rangers of Colorado!
Yeah.
Get ready for the question, but first, a quick shout out to today's sponsor, the fabulous Chick Flicks Theater. Come see their shows, come again, then leave satisfied.
I get it. It's an innuendo.
Now, your question. In the year 1984, a giant marshmallow man attacked the city of New York. Believe it or not?
Well, is that the year Ghostbusters came out? I believe that movie existed. It is a fictional story. I don't know what he wants. I'm going to say not, because Giant Marshmallow Man, obviously fiction.
Correct! The Giant Marshmallow Man was fictional, folks. No matter how many times he pops from the movies into my nightmares. Anyway, here is your reward, fine folks. And for our listeners, this one is for all you sinners out there.
And then he did the mash. Yeah, okay, so, hey, what can you tell us about this area?
Everything's been peachy keen since you took care of whatever was haunting the Warrens. Good job.
I've been having a really good last 90 seconds. And why are you down here? It does seem like it would be weird for the broadcasting studio to be underground. I mean, I guess the antenna is still... Huh.
Used to have my booth up above, but they told me my sounds were bothering the fine folks doing their shopping. No skin off my teeth there. As long as I have my music, I'm fine wherever.
Okay, asking him who he is would feel pretty stupid. Thanks for the stuff, I guess.
All right.
Let's have a look at our sonic emitter. Wait, did it not... It wasn't up at the top of our inventory. It did say sonic emitter gained, right? There it is. Requires 6 weird science. A portable device that emits a loud burst of sonic energy temporarily debilitates the senses of organic hostiles. It is not a weapon. I had assumed that it was just a weapon. What is our level of mad science currently? Merely 4. Okay, well we'll get to it eventually. I was really excited when it looked like it was going to be a cool mad science weapon. Hey, what's going on over here? Pig feed is in the process of being prepared. Their diet seems to consist of aging root crops and other leftover vegetables. Hey, fresh plants. These pigs probably eat a lot better than most of us.
Hey there. Always good to see some friendly faces down here. Don't go near the cages, though. The little piggies are friendly, but they'll bite if they get spooked. Oh, don't mind the smell. Nothing some fragrant flower beds wouldn't fix. Only thing is, we ain't got any of those down here in the Warrens.
It's not funny. It's not a funny thing. Are you wearing a weird baby mask right now? I guess, yeah, Monster Army, right. You know, we found some perfume. You could soak a rag in it, put it over your nose, and you wouldn't smell the pig shit anymore. Interested?
Inflame pig balls, you're a lifesaver. Yes, absolutely, I'll take that off your hands. And here's a little something for your troubles. You come back anytime now, okay, friends?
Well, weird. I guess it's good we found that perfume. So, what can you tell us about the Warrens?
Think of it as snow tunnels, dug out by the Monster Army ages ago. They're safe again now, thanks to you.
I do think it's kind of a bummer that we got such a small amount of reputation for all that work we did. You take care of the pigs here?
Yup. Pigs have been a part of the Monster Army and the Bazaar as long as it's been around. Not a common good out here, you see. Highly valued. So we keep them well-fed, happy, and guarded.
Hey, what's that outfit you have on? Particularly this part right here.
This? The traditional garb of the Monster Army tenders. Our job is to tend to our piggies, as well as do any maintenance needed to keep this place up. Y'all
Okay.
come back now.
So, she gave us a liver box? What is that? What is that thing that we just received? For some reason, it only sometimes sorts new inventory stuff up to here. I guess maybe not stuff you get as part of a conversation. And I don't actually even know what it was, so it's a little hard to know where to expect it to be in our inventory. I mean, it was probably something cool. Here we go. An artificial organ providing advanced blood filtration and coagulant delivery. Should you live so long, you'll need to change the filter cartridge every 10 years. So we have a lot of, like, cyborg parts. I wonder when we're going to be able to do a thing with these. Maybe we'll eventually pick up a cyborg party member. Alright, I'm not going to mess with the pigs. She explicitly asked me not to mess with the pigs. Is there anything else going on down here? I'm going to take these because I just spent a lot of mine, you know, saving your asses from all those clowns. Wow. Well, I mean, what did I expect? Okay, I guess this is probably going to take us up into the Bazaar proper. I mean, listen, I knew we were doing a good for the world in general by removing all those clowns, as unpleasant as it may have been for us. This right here, this is exactly the kind of thing that gets an entire society indebted to you. The Bazaar exports meats, leather, and manure to Colorado Springs in exchange for more varied foodstuffs and supplies, as well as acting as a secure trading hub. Yeah, I mean, they definitely seem like the kind of people we want to have on our side, the kind of people on whose good side we would like to be. On top of the, you know, the fun, spooky monster aesthetic. Alright, we did it. We're inside. Hooray!
Oh, I wish they served chips.
So where are the people who matter?
They serve lemonade.
Here we got a doctor.
Why, hello. Name's Hirsch. Lev Hirsch. But you can just call me Dr. Cold Cuts. What do you need?
I would like to get patched up if it's not too expensive.
Pig, human, ain't so different.
That's fine.
Cash first and I'll fix you right up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Aces. This won't hurt a bit. Promise.
Can you tell us a bit about the bazaar?
Not much. Got all kinds of traders here, selling all sorts of junk. The heart of this place is meat, though. Pig meat is a luxury not everyone can afford. Anyway, got a bit of a pickle of late. Something murderous roaming the Warrens. Some say it's the old monster army leader, the Cyclops come back from the dead and hunting us. Bunch of BS if you ask me, but something's down there. Talk to Flab if you haven't already.
We definitely will. Do you have any medical supplies for sale?
Ah, the self-medicating sort. Sure, take a look.
Thank God. Frankly, we are desperate for them. Ooh, a first aid station. Restores 25% con per turn for 3 turns to anyone standing around it. I wonder what stand around it means. Like, I wonder how close you have to be. We got some of that ultra morphine. It causes some horrible internal bleeding. A bunch of no glow. You know what? We should probably have some of this. I know we don't need it right now, probably, but that's the kind of thing you definitely want to have before you need it. Alright, let's, yeah, I want to buy, I don't know. We have 1,656 in just raw cash right now, and then on top of that, obviously, we have a lot of junk to sell. I don't know, give me 3 arbitrarily. And these are super cheap. I will take all of them. I think we still have a lot of med hypos, right? Well, not a lot. These are a little bit more expensive. We'll survive on what we got now. I think buying all those medic packs is a good idea, though. In case we get into another long, difficult area where we're having to heal after every fight. Alright, what else we got for sale around here?
Expensive. Wonder if I can talk him down.
A reek of tobacco and tannin surrounds this wizened, dark-skinned woman. Without breaking eye contact, she swaps her chewed-down cigarette stub for a fresh one and lights it before she speaks.
Ah, you look like tough sorts. Patriarch sent you. Whoever you are, we can certainly use your help. Some kind of beastie down in the Warrens or something. Talk to Flab up the stairs.
You know what? Maybe we should go do that before we do any more buy-in, because it just occurred to me that he might give us like a big discount or something. Let's go talk to Flab now.
I got this, soul. I got this.
Is there anybody else in this room that matters? No, it doesn't look like it.
Children of the desert. What wonderful music they make.
This guy is very
What
quiet.
do you want of Jacob the Magnificent? The splendid, wonderful.
The corpulent man standing before you spits out a set of fake Dracula teeth and wipes his mouth. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Let's never mind with the acts, shall we? You are the Rangers, yes? Welcome to the bazaar, where my hospitality is law. You do not find us at the best of times.
So we've dispensed with the acts. He just actually has that accent, huh? I guess that's lucky for him. What do you mean, not the best of times?
You have not noticed? I am surprised, but nonetheless, we have been under assault, my friends. Something, someone, some horrible unknown thing is roaming the Warrens below us. People have been disappearing. Not to mention the pigs loaded with explosives running amok. You are the Patriarch's Rangers, yes? If he trusts you, so can I. Nothing we've done has helped, so your arrival could not be more fortuitous. We need your help to combat this threat.
I'm assuming the drill sergeant's phrase book is going to be a leadership skill book. Down below us? Yeah, we found some crazy clowns down there and wiped them all out already.
Truly, I'm impressed by your initiative. Clowns, you say? This could only have been Los Payasos. They are monsters without conscience, with no respect for human life or dignity.
Well, they do choose to dress up as clowns, so...
Friends, the bazaar is indebted to you. All our stores are open to you, at a discount. And here, take this as a token of my thanks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To the master's bedroom.
Well, do we have...
I welcome
Is there
you
nothing else we can say here?
Make yourself
Alright,
comfortable. My hospitality is law here.
You know, honestly, I'm very curious about you.
You ask too much of me, my friends. What is a leader but a servant of the community? My story is the bizarre story. I am nothing but a receptacle of its wishes.
Yeah, I'm very curious about what happened with the previous leader, this Cyclops. We'd like to know how you ended up in charge of the bazaar.
Where do I start? Once, I was a humble lieutenant in the monster army. Then, the Patriarch came to the bazaar. He executed my predecessor, and everyone else was too stupid to understand that this is the new world order.
Okay, that makes sense. I guess I was kind of figuring that the power changeover might have been more recent, like the Cyclops had been in charge post battle with the Patriarch and then something happened to him. But I guess it's just been Flab in charge for a really long time at this point.
When he came to me, I did not hesitate. I swore myself to his service, marrow and muscle, and the Patriarch, in his infinite grace, gave me command of the bazaar and all of its lives.
I'm not going to ask him about his nickname. I think that seems insensitive, and also there's not going to be any useful information there. I have some other questions.
And I would be a bad host if I did not provide you with answers.
I like that attitude. Can you tell us about the bazaar?
A decadent oasis steeped in culinary wonders. The bazaar is Colorado's gastronomic holy land. It is a carnival of wonders. It is paradise. But it was even more splendid once, a long time ago.
Yeah, what was it like a long time ago?
Primal, a wild place. I was there when the monster army first arrived in the bazaar. We tore the farmers limb from limb, fed them to their pigs. A graceless epoch, but so visceral, so alive.
Well, I mean, yeah, except for the farmers.
But its savagery had no place under the Patriarch's rule. He is a harsh man, but his edge is directed, guided, not like the chaos of old.
They're really proud of this cover of the Monster Mash that they commissioned. You got any recommendations for things to do here in the bazaar?
For you, my friends, be sure to check out our stores. The Sanctified Piscatelli and Queen Talbot in particular should have goods most useful to your cause.
Okay, so no information at all. You know what? We'll be back.
Bazaar. We'll be waiting.
I'm assuming he will not be cool with me stealing from his safe while he's standing right here. Okay, now let's talk to some weapon and armor vendors.
Here. So the beasties in the warrens was a bunch of clowns. Huh. In any case, good job dealing with them.
Can we see your wares?
That's why I'm here.
We don't necessarily need all the backstory. Okay, so a lot of stuff that requires a lot of strength to wear. +5 armor with no other stats, chest piece, which is better than the merc armor most of us are equipped with. Expensive enough, though, that I don't know if I want to spend a ton of money giving everybody 1 extra point of armor. And then here we got the fancy stuff. Nope, this is the helmet Brass is wearing in her picture. So that's something. Compared to Brass's current helmet, okay, that's... I mean, it's a difference. I don't know if it's $266 worth of difference. Some trooper helmets. A thin coat of this chemically inert polymer will provide multi-energy resistance to a piece of armor. Okay. +1 armor and a whole lot of resistances. That seems fine. A bunch of stuff here that all seems fine. Maybe not like super exciting. Plus 0.4 combat speed is a pretty significant amount of extra movement, right? When we were upgrading Brass's movement speed, is speed 0.1 combat speed per point? This is probably a lot of extra movement. This is totally worth having. I want this. Headgear platform. This integrated system was designed to protect a soldier's vision and hearing and control exposure to battlefield trauma. It does limit field of view slightly. So like combat blinders, you know? I am not into gear that reduces my hit chance. Although, I suppose on someone like Ringer, where like he's always going to have a super high hit chance because he's always going to be adjacent to enemies, that could be pretty good. And then, yeah, this also seems great, and it's really not that expensive. I think that's probably all I want to spend money on, though. Like, the price of these very incremental armor upgrades seems out of whack with their utility. Alright, who else around here seems important?
Missed the sale of Piscatelli's. I told you we needed to get here early.
Oh, wow. Are you Rangers? I haven't seen any of you guys since I left. I mean, in a while. Yeah, I haven't seen any Rangers in a while. I'm Quarex, by the way. This is my cool museum of, coolness. Would you like a tour?
I guess? Sure, give us the tour.
Really? Okay. This way. Okay.
It's the first time anyone's ever said yes.
To Quarex's Quabinet of Curiosities, a collection of the rarest of the... Well, it's toys and games mostly, and some mementos, but they're all really cool, I promise. That top hat belonged to Mr. Cynical from Angel Oracle out in LA, a fellow game aficionado. He lived his life trying to help the little guy, defending them against bullies and end-level bosses. In the end, though, a boss got him, and well, he didn't make it. I keep his hat around to remind me to be honest and decent like he was. This was the best video game ever! Wasteland 4! You can choose what color you want the screen to be, red or green.
I wonder if they're going to remember that joke for the sequel.
This is the most gaming accessory ever made! The legendary Mighty Mitt. I love the Mighty Mitt. It's so bad.
Get it? Like in the movie.
This is a genuine megascope. The most advanced optical aiming device of its day. A priceless artifact. Shame somebody stuck it on that silly old ray gun, but I'm not gonna try to take it off. I might break it.
Okay, so we need this, obviously.
This is a Tarjan the Tenebrous machine. It can tell your fortune, but you get a premium fortune if you have some special tokens. Wish I had some.
This throne was once the most coveted object in the Wasteland. The rule was whoever sat on it was the king. King of what exactly, I don't know. I also don't know who made that rule.
I would love to know how you came
This
to...
is a slicer dicer, the scariest robot ever. It slices, it dices, it even makes julienne fries. Whatever those are, if this thing was working, we'd all be dead by now. These are the most classic of classic arcade games. Avenue Brawlers, Catboy, and Star Intruder. This is a surfboard. I don't know what surf is, and what boards have to do with it, but this looks well-loved. It has property of MF on it. I hope that doesn't mean what I think it does. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions.
I like this thing. I just got an achievement for some reason. Yeah, I have some questions about how much it's going to cost you, how much it's going to cost me to take this thing home.
Hi, Rangers. Good to see you again.
I do not, in fact, want the tour again.
Sure.
Oh, is this is apparently a guy that is known. Your name is Quarex? Hey, didn't you live with the Topekans in Arizona?
You must be thinking about someone else. Quarex is a more common name than you might think, you know.
Yeah, it's like the post-apocalyptic version of John.
Anyway, not me. Nope.
You're sweating a lot there, Quarex.
Oh, well, haven't you heard? Scientists say sweating is a sign of truthfulness. Okay, fine. I'm Quarex from Rail Nomads. Happy now? Kinda cool you guys have heard of me. Nobody knows about me.
Well, why did you come to Colorado?
Well, basically, everything went downhill after Ranger Team Echo found that 3DO for me. Some shady guys started coming around asking me to sell it to them, and when I said no, well, they didn't like that at all. I was going to call the Rangers since you'd all been so nice to me, but then Ranger Citadel blew up, so I left.
I wonder if he's talking about like a 3DO? Or if it's like, a Wasteland thing.
Had to leave all my cool stuff behind, even the 3DO. But there's lots of cool stuff around here, too, and I've been finding it. And that's how I started my museum.
So if you were on the run from shady characters, why not change your extremely conspicuous name?
Oh, I did. I just always forgot to say it.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm supposed to say my name's Dave, but yeah.
Alright, well, what can you tell us about the bazaar?
It's a lot better now that you took care of the monsters in the dungeon. The basement. Thanks.
Okay, weird.
Bye, Rangers. Thanks for visiting me.
I'm assuming this feels significant if you are familiar with this guy from before. In memoriam, for the man who fought for the little guy. We didn't talk about this VR helmet over here at all. What's the deal with this? The VR device is a bulky, cumbersome conglomeration of thick wires and dented shapes. Yeah, put it on, of course. The helmet doesn't quite fit right. It slopes and slouches across your face, putting the alignment of your nose at risk. Text starts scrolling across the darkness, banding your eyes. Select entrance. The display stutters and then moves, sluggishly at first. The camera pans across a large entrance carved into a mountainside. The tunnel is blanketed in complete darkness. After a few moments, the feed cuts. Alright, what about Checkpoint Alpha? The camera moves along a road toward a military checkpoint. Camouflaged figures stand with their backs to you. They turn to you, but their faces are cloaking in shadows. Their forms dissolve into polygons before the word rebooting flashes twice. At the hiking trail, the camera sweeps around and behind the security checkpoint. There it moves up along an innocuous trail, the path nearly hidden in snow. As you move across it, the trail starts to waver under your feet. A signpost floats up to the surface. It reads, "Error." What a weird sign. Okay, what about command? The camera blinks into a room filled with high-tech equipment. Every single screen reads, "A strange game," in blinking letters. Figures move in the shadows, turning toward you. One by one, the screens change to "Error, error, you are an unauthorized user." An alarm blares and the feed cuts out. This is certainly strange. Dear user, please be informed this VR headset is designed to be used only in the Cheyenne Mountain Complex. Usage outside of Cheyenne Mountain Complex will activate security measures that may show up as content glitches. Interesting. So, my first thought as we read those descriptions was that this is actually this is part of a security system and we're seeing actual current information from sensors somewhere. Which maybe is still the case. I don't know, it's definitely a weird thing. A weird thing that hopefully we will understand sometime later. The last known copy of Wasteland 4. The cover is signed with the initials BF. Gee, I wonder who that could be. The Mighty Mitt used high-tech sensors to give ultra-dimensional control to those brave enough to enter the virtual world. So I never had a Power Glove, although I did know a guy who had a Power Glove. It's basically just an NES controller on the back of a weird glove, right? Like, the glove part doesn't do anything. It's just a glove, I think. Alright, this is the thing I'm really interested in. What's the deal with this? Can we please steal this? This display case contains an energy weapon that has been fitted with a highly sophisticated pre-war scope. It looks masterfully crafted and carefully maintained. I mean, obviously I want to steal it, but hold on, there might be consequences. A small plaque beside the case reads, "Zap! Pow! Accurate to a single pixel. You'll never miss when using the Megascope." The glass case does not appear to be locked. I mean, is he gonna notice? I'm gonna leave it alone for right now. Hold on, we're gonna finish looking around and then we're gonna come back and almost certainly steal this. This throne was once coveted by many, as whoever would sit upon it would be king of the Wasteland. Somehow. Presumably. Honestly, it looks like a chair from Unreal. The robot slumps in place, eaten by rust, almost lifeless save for the faint pinpoint glow of its pupils. Does it have... Are those the pupils? Yeah, try to fix the robot, why not? It's weird that that's nerd stuff and not mechanics. For a moment, the machine comes to a mockery of staggering life, hissing rusted pistons creaking within its carapace. Then it sags back on its pedestal, clearly beyond salvaging. However, it did shift slightly, allowing you a closer look at its parts. I mean, yeah, I guess let's learn what we can from it. An inscription on the back of the robot reveals its serial number and place of origin. This slicer-dicer came all the way from Arizona, which it seems is true of literally everything and everyone in this game. You also find some words scratched into the robot's chassis, possibly by one of its own blades. "Cochise is dead. I am free." See, so I think that bodes well for the synths. Maybe the AI intelligences became self-sufficient after the end of Cochise. Let's inspect the legs. The limbs are a madness of gunshot wounds and blunt trauma. Evidence, perhaps, of encounters with raiders and whatever else haunts the wastelands. Sure, I guess let's just ask it if it's functional. It clacks in reply, an uneven staccato noise, its head twitching like a clockwork bird that has forgotten the trick of realism. What part of it is the head? Is this the head? A hiss of black smoke unravels from the paneling of its throat. Yo, it extremely does not have a throat. Did they write that text before they came up with the visual design of this thing? I mean, is the head supposed to be on the end of one of these, armatures? It definitely does not have a throat. I'm not going to kick the robot. That just feels... Especially now that we know that it apparently is still awake, that feels horribly cruel. Storage Unit 105 key. Interesting. True accounts of Quarex's grand journeys. Oh, this will be fun. And a dream vacuum. This vacuum cleaner appears to have been retrofitted into a device that emits infrasonic messages. It has 3 settings: lucid, bathroom, and nightmare. This is $10 junk. Really, it seems like it's more significant than that.
Made it past last Telluride today. Found a guy there who sold me some rat jerky. There's a caravan heading for Boulder, and I'm going to try to tag along. Colorado's cold and kind of scary, but there's treasure here, too. That guy with the rat jerky, he had like 6 or 7 3DO cartridges just lying around his shack. When I asked him how much for the set, he looked at me like I was crazy. Practically gave them away. You know what? Leaving Arizona might be the best thing that ever happened to me.
I guess he really is talking about a 3DO. Weird. What a... Of all of the ephemera of our society, if the 3DO is not the one I was expecting to see references to here. Eat your way through the maze, but don't get caught by the poltergeists. Get it? Because cap and pack are the same letters, but, like, it's different. Defend the Earth against aliens and space debris. And then over here, what is this one? I've already forgotten what he said the third name of the thing was. Avenue Brawler. Right, it's Street Fighter. Okay. The famous arcade game where you clean up the streets with your fists. Maybe it's not supposed to be Street Fighter. I mean, it both sounds and looks more like a Double Dragon. I don't know. Before the war, people used these to ride the ocean waves, probably for transportation. It's weird that I know that when Quarix didn't. Okay, so obviously this is very significant. Let's have a look at this thing. Inside his glass confinement, Tarjan bears his rictus grin to the world, an eye cracked, the other throbbing like a flesh wound. There is a conspicuous red button. Beside it are the words, "Press here to receive fortune." Well, obviously I want one of those premium fortunes. Tarjan doesn't move, but something about him feels more alive. You feel a tingle on the back of your neck as a note emerges from the slot below his torso, inscribed with calligraphic lettering. Cream cheese wontons were invented, San Francisco, circa 1956. That's... What? That's what we... Did it give us a physical note? No, it just... Okay, well... I guess I thought that was going to be more significant. What happens if you do it without putting in one of the tokens? Tarjan remains stoic as you hear a shrill grinding sound. A tiny scrap of paper stamped with irregular writing emerges from a slot. A duck will become president. Huh. Alright, let's try inserting our other token, I guess. A sight for sore eyes makes the whole world blind. Oh, these are perks. Hold on a second. Are they perks that are becoming available to everyone, or just to... Okay, they are specific to the person who is interacting with the machine. Cold resistance and penetration. I mean, 2 points of penetration is pretty significant for a single perk. And 15 con. Okay, so they're not amazing. This is kind of cool, though. I do wish that it made them available to more people, like to everyone, or that you got a choice of who they went on, because, like, obviously some of these are going to be better than others, and if you have no way of knowing ahead of time what you're going to get out of it, how do you know who to have selected when you talk to the machine? Alright. I mean, Quarix is facing the other way. We could just steal his thing. Oh, hold on, there's a computer over here. Let's have Quan go interact with that real quick. A lovingly rendered scene of the Scottish Highlands flickers in 16 pixelated colors on the screen of this computer. A polyphonic chorus of beeps forms into a Gaelic tune as you read the title of the game, The Bard's Tale 4, Barrows Deep. I don't know anything about Bard's Tale. That is definitely a real video game, and I don't know anything. I don't even know if there are 4 of them. I guess play the game? You encounter fiendish cultists, solve devious puzzles, and compose magical songs, but one challenge defeats you. The game ends with an epithet. You've been killed by 99 berserkers, and apparently that gets an audio cue. Is that funny? Is that a funny... That might be reference humor that I'm not getting because I've never played Bard's Tale. Weird. This whole place is very weird. Alright. I think what we probably want to do before we go stealing this thing from this display case, which I absolutely do want to do, we should probably do anything else we feel like doing in the bazaar, just, in case there are major consequences. And that sounds like a great thing to get into next time. I think that is all we have time for today. It sounds like we have maybe actually wiped out the payasos, and frankly, I can't think of a more heroic thing I've ever done in any other game. When you come back on Monday, we will continue to take our rightful reward for our good deeds. And we'll see you then.